Hey friends, Dina here, Thrifty Junker. So it's been a while since I got a bunch of books for free, and I haven't put out that video, so I thought I would record an intro and put out the video because it's been forever, and I want to show you what I got in that free haul a couple months ago when I went to get some free books. So stay tuned and I'll show you all the books that I got. Okay, so now time for books. Okay, so all these books were free. This is actually what I went for, not knowing that she had a roll-off in her front yard. And so so this is all the stuff I went for. She basically, the pictures look like two small boxes of books. Well, these boxes were huge when I got there. Was no way I was going to be able to lift them. So I took several trips back and forth to the truck. I call my CRV a truck when I'm hauling stuff. So I'm going to kind of go through these books, and if there's something you like or you want to know more about, please just comment below, and I will be happy to ship that to you, have you purchase it so I don't have to mess with posting it or listing it. So there you go, because these books will probably take me forever to list. So here we go. Okay, so there's tons of poetry books. The Making of a Poem, a Norton Anthology of Poetic Forms by Mark Strand and Evan Boland. And I know this is going to get kind of boring. This is Poems by William Everson from 1949 to 1966. These are, like I said, there was also an artist here, so lots of art books. So The Hidden Model, see that? Moby Dick, anybody needs a Moby Dick book. Native American Poetry. So I'm going to kind of separate these as I go so I know exactly what these are. I don't know what this is. The American Idea, the Best of the Atlantic Monthly. Yeah, I don't know. This is Japanese and Korean art, the lure of painted poetry. So, yeah, a Japanese book, all kinds of Japanese type stuff. So that's gonna go over here. Chasing Shadows, which is a photography type book. And these books, some of these books are like very, very big and heavy books. Lots of kids books, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Come on, focus. Come on, focus. Clive Baker's The Thief of Always. So lots of kids books here. Another Chronicles of Narnia, The Magician's Nephew, The Complete Brothers Grimm Fairy Tales book. The Random House Book of Poetry, and this one is coming apart, so it's probably nice and old, but it's coming apart. This is a Lego book, Make Your Own Movie. I would imagine there was some Legos in this at one time. The kid that lived there, this was actually, that white shelf was his Lego storage container. That was in his bedroom, and so that's what all his Legos were in. Drawing book, Make a World. Learn to draw the Ed Emberley way. So again, drawing. This one, I wish it was in better shape, because this one would probably have went for a little bit more. Japanese fantasy manga, but it's kind of been wet. Yeah, so I don't know, but I bet that one would have went for pretty good money. Velveteen Rabbit. Just a blank composition book. A Little House Christmas Treasury, so Laura Ingalls Wilder. Dogsworth in New York. So lots of kids books. Tales of King Arthur. I know where this one's going. We have a little running joke with my father-in-law about King Arthur and the Knight. So, Where the Wild Things Are, but it's in pretty rough shape, so it'll probably get donated. Usborne Books. If you don't know Usborne, come on, focus. Usborne Books is a MLM book company for little kids. Their books are not cheap. Their books are very nice though. So these usually will go for pretty good money. Egyptians. Rebel in a Dress Adventures. This is a Scholastic kids book. Wise Words. Proverbs of Life. The Best Dictionary for Students. The Red Pyramid. Not seen that one. Crispin, the Cross of Lead. Abby. I know that's a kid. Looks like a kid's book. Jane Austen. Great novels of Jane Austen. Excuse me. Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, and Emma. A rhyming dictionary. So if you are needing to learn how to rhyme or rap, there you go. The 5 Love Language of Children. I've already sold this book once. I have a lot of Christian books that I sell. I have a lot on Macari. And then I have a lot I still haven't been able to list yet. Yeah, I'm really bad at listing. Creative Writing of Verse. Looks like an old book. Oops. Divine Discontent by John Moses. And this looks like an old book too. The Young American Poets. So, another old book. This is just a church directory, which I will be getting rid of. The Six Sigma Way. How GE, Motorola, and the other top companies are honing their performance. So that's like an entrepreneur type book. I have a lot of those too. All right. Amazing Science Experiments. Again, these were all free. 13 artists children should know. That's pretty cool. The Usborne Illustrated Encyclopedia. So again, another Usborne book. Over here. The Story of the World, History for the Classical Child. Yeah. It's like a huge activity book. Wow. Pretty wild. The New Creative Artist. Poetry for Young People, Robert Frost. Encyclopedia of World Geography. How to read contemporary art. If anybody you know that's into art. Crime and Punishment. Ben and Me. Looks like a Ben Franklin children's book. The Map Maker Chronicles. Another kid's book. We went to the mountaintop. Missing Mountains, but it wasn't there. Kentuckians right against mountaintop removal. And okay, interesting. Billy Collins, Sailing Alone Around the Room. Aristotle Poetics. Like I said, there was tons of poems, poetry books. Christ in a Pluralistic Age. Phantom Camera, and it's a poem book, poems. This is a grade 4 writing book, and I looked through this and it's not been used much at all, I don't think. You see that? Probably something, maybe they started when the pandemic started. This is a Girl Scout book, A World of Girls. National Geographic magazine, and a dinosaur book. Figures and Fictions, Contemporary South African Photography. So this is a really heavy book with tons and tons of pictures in it. The Collected Poems of Wallace Stevens. See that? Fun Tetrising chore. I'm usually pretty good at Tetrising. I've moved a few times in my life. Just a few. Little Women. I really wish that would quit changing the light. It's driving me nuts. Geography. The Human Body. A Book with Guts. U.S. Presidents. Or when that one was written. 2012. Winner Inside. I don't know what that is. I guess, yeah. Here's the big children's Bible. States of Decay. I don't know what to do with half of these. So these are all photography books. Yeah. Lots of heavy books there. It just amazes me that I mean, you wonder how much they spent on all this stuff. And Death and Life in the 21st Century Haitian Art. Now that I might be interested in. I'm gonna set that one aside because I have a friend who's married to a Haitian, and I have some people I know So I work with a company where we help women out of poverty and human trafficking. And Haiti is one of the countries that we work with. And I actually got to go to Haiti with that organization and learned a lot about life in Haiti. And so that is really interesting to me. So I may have to look through that one. I thought this was cool. This might go for some. This is a Bob Dylan Scrapbook from the years 1956 to 1966. And so this is like the hardcover, and then this is the scrapbook of his life. Yeah, pretty cool. There's like different, like a ticket and lyrics, and like it's a really cool scrapbook. I don't know if it was made like this, but it's really cool. So, or if like you buy it and you put your stuff in it, I don't know. Pretty cool though. I'll have to look more into it. Life and music of Johnny Cash. So some of these might be worth some cash. Looks like a magazine, New York Times. Not sure what that is. We'll look at that here in a second. Another New York Times magazine. Eat Your Bourbon Cookbook. Woohoo. Any bourbon lovers out there? Man, that's a big old cookbook. I'm not a bourbon fan, but I have some friends who are. That's, of course, bourbon's big in Kentucky. What is this? This is the Robert C. May Photography Collection. So another photography book. Sneakin' Deacon, From Secret Service to Sacred Service. Yeah, interesting. Sneakin' Deacon, what a name. Dream Songs, Art of Biblical Narrative, Crush, another poetry book, When to Go, Into the Water, it's like a novel, The Companion for Owls, Being the Commonplace Book of Daniel Boone. Daniel Boone actually, there's a cave really close to where I live that Daniel Boone actually hid out in, and I don't know if he was killed here too, maybe. Pretty cool. Not that he was killed, pretty cool that he could have tromped around these grounds. What the Living Do poems, another poem book. Nathaniel Hawthorne, The Scarlet Letter. Gosh, I remember reading that in school. Charles Simic, The Voice at 3 a.m., another poem book. Bella, I like poetry. Hit me up. Hit me up. 13 Ways of Looking for a Poem. Huh, another poem book. Walt Whitman and Cosmic Folklore, another poetry book. Someone needs some poetry in their life, and it isn't me. All the poetry I get is in song form. ABCs of Thomas Merton, A Monk at the Heart of the World. Okay. Interesting. A Gathering of Days, a New England Girl's Journal. The Letters of Denise Levertov and William Carlos Williams. I don't know what they have to do with. Ralph Waldo Emerson. I hope you all love these books. Another Solarium Poems book. A time I didn't know what to do next. I've been there. Anybody else been there? The Largesse of the Sea Maiden Stories. Largesse? I don't know. Largesse? Don't know. I'm not sure what this is. Oh. The Birth of Western Philosophy. We have some CDs here. Missing CD 3. Dang it. Now what are we gonna do? I'm missing a CD. It's probably the good one. The Art of Biblical Poetry. Hatchet. Gary Paulson. Thomas Merton. The Seven-Story Mountain. Oh, he's that monk. Okay. What's that monk? Sexual Intimacy in Marriage. Anybody need that? It's another Christian book. Thomas Merton. Man, somebody likes Thomas Merton, the monk. Theology, I guess. Sound and Sense. Poetry. Life of the Blessed Virgin in Pictures. Do I want to look at this? I don't know. Theology. I was scared there for a moment. Another poem book. The Odyssey. I think I might have sold these two. My husband had them and I sold them. A Silent Action. Another Thomas Merton book. Man, I'm gonna lot all those together. Oh my goodness. Black Cat Bone, not that. No, I wasn't oh goodness in this. Black Cat Bone. I don't know what that is, but John Burnside. No, this is what I was. Oh my goodness. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. The Divine Comedy. American Hybrid, a Norton anthology of new poetry. Ooh, poetry. Look at this, guys. Look how old this is. Oh my God, I used to have these when I was a kid. Like, the Gospel according to Peanuts. I thought it was just a Peanuts book, but it is the Gospel according to Peanuts. This should be interesting to read. It's old. Let's see what year this is. Gosh, pages are all yellow. I'm afraid they're gonna fall out. Knox edition, published December 1964. Bantam edition, published February of 1968. So this is definitely from the 60s. Wow, that's pretty cool. The Garbage Eater Poems. Collected poems. Oh my gosh, so many poems books. I need a bigger box. Another poet. Oh, Poetry of Thomas Merton. He was a poet, I guess, so maybe that's why. Tells you what I know. I know nothing about poetry. The Wisdom and the Hebrew Alphabet. Looking Beyond. Graphics of Sei Ray. I never liked reading until I got older, and I don't like reading this stuff. The Maverick Room. You see that? Ooh, come on, focus. Oh, I hate this focusing thing. Sunshine Wound poems. Ninth Letter. I don't know what that is. Probably poems. The Oxford Book of American Poetry. Look how big this is. Look how huge that is. Oh, shoot, that's big. I'm going to keep these in here. The Echo Anthology of International Poetry. The Penguin's Book of the Sonnet. More poetry. Collected poems. I'm serious, guys. If you like poetry, I'll sell these to you really cheap. Portland Review, like an art review book. How to Read a Modern Painting. William Everson. So this is another poem years book. I'll have to find the other one that it matches. Kind of goes with. Oh, here's another one. William Emerson book. So yeah, there's a few different books of that. And How to Read a Painting. Yeah. Some of these. Okay, guys. There's another box of books. I'm not going to bore you with all that. If you've made it this far, I'm sorry. There's a lot of books in here. Yeah, so all this was free. Okay, friends, so that was a whole lot of books, a whole lot of going through different poetry and art and photography and children's books and all kinds of stuff. If there was anything you saw that you liked, make sure to comment below and tell me what you're looking for or what you're interested in. Otherwise, I hope you will consider liking this video. Make sure to subscribe to get notified every time I have a new video and I go live. So thanks for watching, and always remember, one person's junk is another person's thrift haul. See you later.